What's the worst kink? Let's just go there.
I love it. I love it. That's the best way to start off this entire thing.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Sarah Deej, and this is Bobby Boy, and this is the JoyShtick podcast. Hey,
Hey,
coming to you live from not the green screen.
yeah. Yeah, where are you
It's
right now, Sarah?
Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico.
Nice. Nice.
The best thing is I'm outside, so I don't want like people because we have neighbors.
Ooh.
And the last thing I need is for them to hear me go Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm in Puerto Rico right now. I'll be back Saturday. It's funny because it's like I said to you, a couple of days ago, I was like, how's the stream gonna work? And then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm figuring it out.
Yeah,
We did
yeah.
it.
I mean, this seems to
Bobby
be
Boy's
working out.
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is a little different for me, you know. I'm usually
yeah.
not the
Whereas,
recording one.
well, hello. Oh my
Oh
god.
no. Sarah,
Okay, hold
I
on.
don't mean to alarm you, but you're going through time and space right now.
I'm so happy. Here, I'm fixing it.
Cool, cool, cool. That works just fine. There we go. See? Perfect. Oh. Sarah, I hate to tell you this, but I think I have 7 days left to live.
So, I hate to tell you this, I'm probably not alive.
Yeah, fair, fair. Okay.
This
Well,
is the ghost talking to you.
we've learned so much in such a short amount of time, dude. This is
Hey,
wild.
kitty. Kitty.
Oh, did you find a
I have a
cat?
kitty. Yeah, I love her. She's so cute.
Oh, is it your
Uh,
cat? Is it your cat or a cat you just found?
it's a cat that belongs to this house. It's not mine.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. I thought just a random cat walked up to you, and I was like, that's a pretty cool thing.
Well, the other day I went to a kiosk down in Luquillo, and there was a fucking stray dog. Actually, it's not. It wasn't a stray dog. It had a collar, but I
Oh,
feel like this dog was abandoned because it was fucking skin and bones. So I was like, so I gave it water. I gave it like a little meat, and I was like, I want him. And he like
oh,
followed me into the car, and I was like, mm-hmm. I was like, I want to keep you, but I
yeah,
can't ship you to New York.
yeah, yeah.
And also, I have 3 other dogs. This won't work.
True, true. Yeah, shipping animals, it's not it's frowned upon, from what I've
Well,
heard.
it's not. You just have to get the vet shot, and then you have to like give it like a pass to like leave the fucking area, and then you got to go through a bunch of like fucking veterinarians to
Oh,
do it.
really?
Yeah, you can like they have no problem with it. Like if you go to like any of these places that has like a wild number of stray animals, they let you take them as
Really?
long as they're not endangered or anything. Yeah,
Wow.
it
Wow.
just takes a shit ton of time and effort to do it.
All right, that's road trip number 3. We got to go down to Puerto Rico and have a
We
dog
have to
sent to
go
us.
find that same dog. We have to
Yes.
get that same
Yes,
dog.
that'll be the mission. We need to do that. That's going to be like a segment later on, where we just start doing trips to go do like weird
Oh,
things
I
we've
will
talked about.
absolutely do a travel vlog. I
Oh
will
yeah,
absolutely do that.
for sure. That's awesome, dude. I love it.
Dude, let's get some money
Okay.
and then go do that.
Awesome. I'm down. I'm down for sure.
But yeah, no, it's actually like really nice here. The only problem was that yesterday we got hit with the tropical storm, which honestly wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Uh, it didn't really hit us the way that people thought it was going to. But yeah, no, it was just funny because every time we've gone to Puerto Rico so far, we've been hit with a hurricane or a tropical storm or an earthquake. So fun. I don't want to come back. I want to live.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Every time you're bringing the storms with you, dude.
yeah.
You need to stop,
Just that New York hurricane is just coming all the way down.
dude. It's you're too rad. The climate can't take it, you know.
They're just like, oh, what is this New Yorker
Yeah.
coming to our neck of the woods?
Set on the horizon.
Oh no.
Is that Sarah Digi? Oh my god.
You know where else we should go?
Where's that?
We should like actually like maybe obviously not this year because it's happening right now, but at some point we should go to fucking TwitchCon.
We do. Yeah, I want to next year for sure. I'd really like that. And then, well, I mean, PAX East is coming up soon. Well, not soon, but, you know.
I love it.
It's not that far
Dude,
off.
actually go to PAX East.
Okay.
We'll hang out at PAX East.
Dude, sounds good. Well, so PAX East plans for sure.
Absolutely. Because I go basically what I end up doing is they only let you get 4 tickets at a time for every day.
Mm-hmm.
I just grab all of them, and then, like, whoever I invite.
Yeah.
And I love it because anytime I post it online, I always get that one DM going, "You're a fucking scalper." And I'm like, actually, these are for my friends.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to think that I have them, but I have friends. I do.
I believe you. I believe you, Sarah.
Yay.
I do. Yeah, dude. But no,
Also, I like how jarring this could be. Just
yeah, it does make the friends thing seem just a little bit more unreal. You know, just, I have friends. Ooh, look at me.
It's just like, look at all of them. They're all over me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, Sarah, we believe you. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't hurt us. I'm just gonna go this way. Bye.
Tell me about your friend.
It's like, well, there's Jeremy. And he has soft skin.
Oh,
and then just keep going from there.
And this is why you love playing Dead by Daylight. It fills it, right?
Exactly. All those people are my friends. Oh, fuck.
And podcast ended. Rip, everybody.
It's just like, bye. I'm not here anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I want to do TwitchCon next year. And I just hate it because I wish there was a TwitchCon on the eastern side. Just because, God, the fucking effort to go all the way to California is just fucking insane.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I feel like it's an adventure that we need to take at some point, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about going this year. I was really close to buying everything, and I was just like, you know, I should probably be more responsible and wait like another year. You're
just like, I should go now, but my adult responsibilities.
Yeah, and it was like money too. Like I was like, I just got this car, and I should not like spend more. Though it was super tempting. Like it was. Everybody in like the Discord groups that I'm in were like, we're all going to TwitchCon, and I was like, I want to go to TwitchCon.
You're like, I want to go.
Everybody was like, oh, if you go, like here's a place you can stay, and I was like, I should go.
You're like, ooh, tempting.
It was really tempting, but I did not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously a trip that I want to take, but you know, I hope that people have more fun this year, because last year I heard a lot of people were not happy. Like fucking McNasty, for example. He waited on the ticket line for, I think he said like 5 hours. I was just like, that's insane.
That is a long time to wait.
Yeah. And then apparently, you know, and obviously Twitch isn't just like, well, fuck you, you know, you have to wait that long. He obviously talked to somebody, and they were like, listen, I'm sorry that happened to you. Let's get you a pass for tomorrow, whatever. And he's like, well, I'm on a plane leaving tomorrow, so I can't.
Yeah.
But they were very, you know, hospitable. They were gonna, you know, help him out. And like be like, hey, listen, I know that sucks. Why don't I get you a pass for tomorrow? But he just obviously couldn't.
For sure.
But yeah, apparently that was a thing that a lot of people had, where it was like, oh, you know, I don't really have the 5 hours to spend here, because then once I come in, like I only have time to do a certain amount of things.
Yeah.
So apparently Twitch already put out a thing where they're like, listen, you want to get in early, you gotta fucking get up early.
Yeah.
And it's like, fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of people going in and out. You're
same.
You're also in that mode. You're going into the ether. It looks like
hype.
The upside down. So
hey, listen, this setup is only for 1 week, and then we'll be back at our regularly scheduled programming.
Exactly. Yeah, and it totally works. I'm happy we figured something out, because I was really just like, well, what am I gonna put up then?
You're like, listen, there should be a week where you just do the podcast alone, see what happens.
It's just me talking to my. It's just a YouTube video at that point, you know.
Yeah, but better yet, it's like, it's worse than a YouTube video at that point, because then it's just, so so this happened, and
that's just a vlog.
This happened. Yeah.
It's just a vlog. That's just chatting on Twitch.
Yeah. Without any interaction.
Without any interaction. You would be great if I had like a stick figure drawing that I put next to me. How are you? Good. Oh, that's awesome. It's just me
like,
talking to it.
Julio, what do you think about this?
Just me and Julio down by the schoolyard. That's a great song. I love that. Huh?
I was just saying a cat's playing with my foot, and then all of a sudden you're like, Julio.
Well, you know that song, don't you?
Absolutely not.
Me and Julio down by the schoolyard. You don't know that song?
No, is that a comedy? What is
No, it's a real song.
Okay.
What is it? It's now I gotta look it up.
Dude. Oh, do we have any KFC news for this week?
Oh, do we? Yeah, sorry guys, I got very entranced with me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Well, I just realized something. I was like, listen, this is a KFC cast.
It is.
So, what KFC news do we have? The game is coming out today, right?
Well,
today as in of recording. Oh, last night?
I think last night. I saw someone streaming last night who I'm friends with who was like trying to get me some of that kernel.
Oh, okay.
And
all right, so it came out last night.
I'm pretty sure it did. Oh, and it was Paul Simon who did it.
Oh, hype.
Yeah.
Now, what I love is I have to apologize. This is the first apology video.
Oh, okay.
If you cut into what I said last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. It was 2 weeks ago, where I said, I don't care if someone's dying. I'm playing that game the day it comes out.
Yes.
Well, here's my public apology for I cannot play that game until I get home because I really want to stream it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to play it and then stream it. I'm not going to spoil it for myself.
Yeah.
So as much as I want to play it like right now, because I could literally just go on Steam right now, download it, play it, and then just say fuck you to everybody. But I'd really rather stream it because this is something I really want to do.
Yeah.
So I have to wait until fucking Saturday.
Dude.
It's wild, but no.
Yeah. Ugh. Well,
my heart.
You know what? And I just gotta tell you this. When love is true, it waits.
They'll wait for you.
You know? The Colonel is waiting for you, Sarah, okay?
For me.
Every other person playing this game, I've seen their routes, he denies.
He just goes, nah. He's like, what is your name?
I'm looking for a girl with blue hair who goes by the name of Sarah. And it's in the text. I've seen it. Yeah, it's really cool.
Hype.
And then Pup plays a song in this one, too.
God damn, you and your Pup.
It's a good band, dude. It's good.
You know what? I should probably start listening to them just so I can, get inside Pup jokes.
Well, the new album Morbid stuff is really awesome. That title track is weird. I really like it. It's like, I think the opening line to that song is, I was bored as fuck. Sitting around thinking all this morbid stuff. Like, if anyone I've slept with is dead. And then you're like, well, that's a way to open an album. Wow.
That's kind of hype, though.
It's pretty intense. But I really...
I'm not gonna lie, I love that.
Yeah.
Have I fucked any dead people?
Ooh, that's a slippery slope.
But yeah, so there's that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start listening to Pup. You know what? I have a long list of things I need to do when I get home. I'm gonna listen to Pup.
Okay.
All right. That way I can get some of these jokes.
Yes.
We can make Pup jokes.
Yes. Well, needed.
Exactly. I promised 2 people yesterday that I would start trying to play League of Legends.
Okay.
It doesn't look bad.
Was that Biddy and Nasty?
Yeah.
I jumped in for a second because I thought I was raiding McNasty, and then I realized he's hosting
he
Biddy.
was over. Yeah, he literally had just finished when you popped in.
Oh, really?
And he was like, I don't know who to raid. I want to raid somebody playing League, and I was like, well, Manny's playing League, so I just typed in the Twitch.
Uh-huh.
And he rated him, and then you rated McNasty rating Bit.
Yeah.
But no, it was a lot of fun to watch him because he's very new at the game.
Okay.
But as they were playing it, I was like, wait, because I have no idea how to play League of Legends or any of that. But I was like, oh, is that, where's my, I was like, where's my brain going? I was like, is this like Smite at all? Like a top-down Smite? And they were like, oh yeah, same basic idea. I was like, okay, so I kind of understand League of Legends.
Okay.
Not too much though, because I only played Smite for a little bit. Because one of my friends was like, you have to play Smite, it's the greatest. And I didn't love it, but I feel like the top-down aspect of League of Legends makes it better.
Okay.
You know? So I'm gonna try it out at least. I'll play with McNasty because we're both like low players, so we'll try to figure shit out.
Okay, awesome.
You should play League.
I'll think about it for sure. I don't know. I'm always.
You're like, yeah, I'll play it. Click.
No, not like that at all. I have no problems with League of Legends. I don't know anything about it.
Same. And when I started watching him, I was like, I don't really get this, but it looks cool and it looks pretty.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that it looks good. I just do not know, because like watching Manny last night do it. That was like the only sort of experience I'd ever had, besides seeing countless ads on YouTube about it.
Yeah,
like
I've seen those
every 5
ads.
seconds, you know. So I'm not sure. I mean, if everybody's jumping in, you know, that's usually how I get into something anyway. So
yeah,
you know, like, hey mom, my friends are playing. You know,
it's like if your friends were jumping off a cliff, it's like, yes, I would.
Yeah, finally a reason. You know,
it's like a reason. I'm with my friends now.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, dude, that's awesome. I've been playing so much Splatoon lately.
Yeah.
I've been doing ranked in League.
Splatoon is so much fun. I haven't picked up my Switch in God knows how long.
You know what's funny? I was like playing Turf War. This is kind of how this actually happened. I was playing Turf War and I was starting to get kind of bored with it. And I was like, this is getting really like it's kind of getting easy. I you know, feel like I should be doing something else. And then someone's like, you should start playing
You're
ranked.
like, hey, listen, you're like, not to brag or anything, but I'm doing pretty well.
No, it wasn't like that. It was like the matches just felt like slower.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
We were winning, like, of course, because, you know, I'm awesome, but,
You're like, because they have me on their team.
No, and I was just like, you know, someone was like, Bob, have you played Rank yet? And I was like, you know, I really don't. I played through the single player, and that was pretty much then Turf War, and so it was like, start playing Ranked, and I was like, okay, and oh my god, is it faster.
And you're just like, yes.
It is absolute chaos. What it reminds me of is, like, you know those really hardcore Overwatch games where nobody will leave the payload, and it's just completely insane? That time's like a little bit more. I felt a little bit more like pressure playing that than I have Overwatch in a while.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't played Overwatch in God long time.
I jumped on like maybe a few weeks back to play.
Oh, when your stream was doing a slideshow?
Yeah, when I was streaming a slideshow for everybody. Which, by the way, best slideshow on Twitch. Yeah,
honestly.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there, and I do want an award.
You might as well put that on a resume. Be like, I had the best slideshow ever in Twitch history.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I really like. I've been really enjoying Splatoon, so I've been on that like a kick. I'll probably end up streaming that again tonight too, just because I'm obsessed now.
Do you think you're gonna do the Dead by Daylight for Switch or no?
You know what? I got asked that last night, actually. A bunch of people were asking me. I might. I with everybody asking, I feel like I should. Not like more of a thing because like I feel like all of us would play together.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, sure. You know, we can try it out. I have it on PC. That's another game that I haven't touched in forever. It's like over both games that are coming to Switch.
I will say the only reason why I've kind of fallen off the Dead by Daylight kick is because Killer doesn't appeal to me so much anymore. But then having yourself playing a solo survivor kind of sucks. Because they still haven't implemented a fucking team chat system.
Yeah.
So until they get that fixed, solo survivor kind of sucks.
You know what?
So if you play on the Switch, or honestly, you have it on PC. Even if you play on fucking PC, we should squad up.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a weird thing, too. One thing that I wonder, too, is with chat, what kind of disadvantage does that put killer at?
Yeah.
And another thing with team chat, which is interesting, too, I feel like if you're close enough with someone, you should be able to talk to them. Like, sort of like, if you're within this, like, if you're literally next to someone, you can talk to them, and the second you walk away from each other, it's done.
Like the PUBG proximity thing or whatever?
Pretty much, because this is how I think about it. If you're playing a survival horror game, like that, realistically, you would not be able to talk to someone halfway across the map. And how much of a disadvantage is that to killer if he can be like, oh, killer's by me, get out. Because if you were really, like, trying to survive against some psychopath who's chasing you down the woods, you wouldn't have that communication at all. You'd have to be next to someone. True,
but at the same time, you still have people doing, like, full squads going into Discord or PS4 chat or something.
True.
So, I get what you're saying, but also it's like it happens more often than you think anyway, so I don't see it being too much of an issue, but I will say, having a in-game system where it's like only if you're within a certain amount from somebody, that would be kind of cool.
I think that'd be a fun idea.
Almost and if you're too loud, he can hear you.
Yeah. If you talk too loud, like a whisper system. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome.
Like, it's like, guys, come on, we have to get there.
Yeah, I feel like that would almost add more stress to the game too. Like you're like, now I have to be quiet while I'm playing, or he's gonna hear me, and then I'm gonna die. Oh, Sarah, you are completely frozen. Sarah, we've lost Sarah, guys. So
someone, I don't know who, unplugged my laptop from charging.
Okay.
So apparently it was almost dead anyway.
Okay.
And we're back. Nothing happened.
We're back. Everything was fine.
Nothing happened. Nothing shut down on me. Nothing broke.
Are we okay, sir?
I think so.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so what were we even talking about?
I have no idea.
I have no clue.
As soon as I was like, oh, my laptop is no longer here.
Yes.
Hype. I was just like, who knows?
I have the memory of a goldfish.
Same.
I just
realized. What's the worst kink? I'll just go there.
I love it. That's the best way to start off this entire thing.
Exactly. But you still have to answer the question. What's the worst kink?
We don't
I
kink
have an
shame.
answer.
We don't kink shame here.
No, we do. We do.
What is it?
Feet.
Really? You think that's like the worst?
Yeah. I can't.
I can think of some that are like the absolute worst that I've heard, and I'm like, come on. Go get help. But
listen, I'd rather get shit on than like have someone like go near my toes. It's a thing. Like, no.
I would not. I do not want to be shat on. At all.
Oh my god. Hey, at least you can clean that off. You can never clean off the dirtiness of someone's fucking mouth on your toes.
Oh, look, I would... We've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Why is that so upsetting to me?
I don't know. that, I'd rather have poo on me.
Yeah. I'd rather not.
So what's the absolute worst for you?
Like if someone came and talked to me about it?
Yeah. What? Oh, like the stab kinks and stuff?
Yeah. Like being like stabbed or murdered. Like people have kinks about that.
That is true.
You know?
But I think that's less of a kink and more of just a sick person.
Yeah. We're gonna get comments in the section like, don't shame me.
Don't shame me. I've stabbed my wife and she's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like feet, pee, poop, clown, Like, those are like the
Clown?
top 4. Yeah, there's clown kinks.
The only way I can do it anymore is if someone honks my nose and...
Listen, that is some people's lives.
That song has to be playing.
That's actually what you like. Instead of moaning, that's what you do. You just go.
And it's in a very small car.
Oh yes. With 4 of your buddies.
Yeah, this has been a lot. I need to evaluate.
It's like, this is the portion of the podcast where we've kind of just gone off the handle.
Yeah, where it's gonna get cut out, but that's okay.
How dare you?
Kidding. We'll leave it in.
Good. Because I know where you live.
Do you? Oh no.
Somewhat.
Relatively.
I'll find it.
I'll search.
I know what your car looks like. I'll just look on driveways.
Oh yeah, that's true. You do. You do. I was super stoked, dude.
Dude, it's a nice ass car.
Thanks. It's the first
Dude,
time I've ever had.
Lamborghinis are hard to find.
Yeah. No, it's the first time I've ever had like a new car, so it's cool. I was really like excited about it, you know. Because normally everything I have is like, oh, this is a 1970 Gremlin. Enjoy driving that around for a while. It looks like a gumball machine, and it breaks down every 5 seconds. The only way to start is to hit it with a hammer. Just the right spot, and the engine will go. Like, that's usually...
It's like you have to honk the horn 5 times, and then, like hit the brake 12.
Yeah.
You've found the secret Konami code in the car.
Exactly. Why does this car have infinite ammo? What was this car used for?
All of a sudden you just find a pistol and just like way too many fucking bullets, and you're like,
Just like, oh god. That's why this car was so cheap. It is stolen. And was used in a crime.
It's like, there's cocaine in the trunk. What a nice guy.
Wow, what a jester, you know?
Alright, so this is the JoyShtick podcast, as you know, obvious by now.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, we've really gone on the shtick today.
We have. I mean, you know, the thing
is there much for gaming, really?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think so.
Sony just had their state of play.
Oh, that is true.
Where they announced the release date for Last of Us, and...
Right. That's why I've been seeing Last of Us shit everywhere.
Yeah, they announced that, and, I didn't watch it. So I don't know what happened. I'm gonna be totally real with you.
I am in Puerto Rico. You must pick up the slack.
No, I didn't watch it at all. I heard some things, which I can't tell you about.
I just want the comment, like, Sarah's the best. The only reason why she's slacking is because she's in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, no, and that's dude, you're not slacking at all. What time at night did we go, like, hey, we need to figure this out? Like, we're up for a while,
yeah.
like, talking and trying to figure out how to get this to work, so.
Yeah, honestly, last night I basically called Bobby and I was like, all right, we have options. I was like, either I figure out how we can do this, because the problem was originally that since I only have a laptop with me, I don't have my triple monitors in front of me. I don't have my gaming setup.
Exactly.
So I could not do the OBS recording and the Discord call at the same time because I need 2 different screens for that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, maybe you can do it. So last night he figured out how to download OBS, how to fix it all up, make it all pretty. And I was like, if that doesn't work, we have 2 other options. One of them being get a different co-host, you know, for the day. And we were throwing around different names that may be interested. And then we were like, or we just make it a clips thing this week where it's like, okay, anything that we've cut out or anything that, you know, is funny, you can just clip it in. But we were like, we'd really rather not, just because it would be more fun to, you know, just do it like we always do it. Yeah. So I figured stuff out. He downloaded OBS, got the podcast going today. So happy about that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the biggest things that happened is Last of Us Part 2 will be the 21st.
Okay.
of February. So really early release, like right in the front of the year. There's going to be a limited edition Death Stranding PS4 bundle.
I want it.
With a
already, I just want it.
You know how they had the crystal controller for the PS4?
Yes.
This one is a like
I have 2 out of 3.
Yeah. This one is like what is it? So you know the pod that Norman Reedus is carrying around, that color of gold.
Ooh, and it's clear.
And it's clear, like gold, yellow, and it's got the 2 handprints on the top of the PS3 or 4. Wow, we're going back.
I want this.
And it's got like 2 black handprints on it. And then the middle shelf, I'm gonna call it. You know how there's like 3 shelves on the PS3 or 4?
Yeah, got it.
Why do I keep saying 3? That second, the middle kind of bump out on that has Death Stranding written across it, and that's black. And then the top and bottom were white. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, it looks neat.
See, here's the thing. I don't think I'm in the money game right now to get a new PS4.
Yeah.
But damn, I want that controller.
Exactly. Yeah.
Somebody will probably eBay the controller, and I'll get that.
Yeah, exactly. That happens all the time. I still need to pick up this Splatoon 2 wireless Pro controller.
Oh, you mean the one I have?
Yes. Don't talk to me. So.
It's like, yeah, you're dead to me. Okay.
Yeah. So that was. I mean, those were the biggest things. Civ 6 is coming over to PS4.
I thought you said Sims 6, and I was like, okay, when did 5 come out? Help me.
They're skipping 5 completely. 5 is dead to
they're
them.
pulling an iPhone here.
They are. Sims X.
Yes.
They did like a deeper look at the campaign for Call of Duty. I didn't look at it. I'm just not a big Call of Duty guy.
Yeah. Whenever it's a Black Ops series, then I look into it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I will tell you that the going dark mode or whatever, the all dark, like you can't see anything, you have to use your night vision goggles. That looks really cool because when you turn the night vision goggles on, they make a sound, so people are alerted and they can hear you.
Oh.
And then, so you have to really, it's like a cat and mouse sort of thing where you have to figure out where you're at and then try to take your shots. Because when you make a shot, everybody's going to hear you. They know where you are. Like, you know, it's almost like a who's going to be the first one to pull the trigger sort of situation.
Yeah, everybody's just walking around going, I think someone's there.
Yeah. So that's really cool. I like that. I thought that was a really neat mode, but that's all I've really seen that I've been like, that's cool. And then I go, Bob, do you really want to pay $60 for one mode that you want to play?
And it's like, yes, duh.
I might pass. We'll see how it goes.
Coward.
I know. I've really let everybody down.
You have.
And then the only other thing that I can think of, right now at least, is Mario Kart Tour is on iPhone now.
I saw that. I love it. Is just iPhone? Excuse me?
Well, I mean, I know that it's launched already.
I'm checking that Android.
Oh, wait. It should be on Android. Yeah, it should be on Android too, because that's where they test it first. Because there's so many different versions of Android, they test on that.
Yeah.
And then Apple's just like basically the same system all the time, so.
Oh my god, Magikarp Jump. I love that game.
Magikarp Jump, dude, that's good.
Dude, I played that game for a while until I was like, okay, this is getting a little boring.
Okay, yeah, so Mario Kart Tour is free to play. We are opening it right now. Or free to start, it looks like. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's free to play because there was, like, a pre-order thing for it.
Was there?
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Or maybe it was just a pre-register. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know why you would pre-register, though, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so as we're speaking, I'm installing it.
Okay.
Hello, screen. Want to come back here? There we go. I was like, excuse me.
Yes, I was looking into it too. Just so I could know about the Mario Karts. and the touring for the world.
And all the tours.
And all the tours and all the worlds. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of what I'm seeing right now, at least, with sort of the news and the updates.
And then next week I'll actually be able to...
Yeah. Let's see if there is anything else, because I did not do a good job. I'm so sorry.
I like how it's like, Bob, you're gonna have to pick up the slack, and you're like, got it. Bye.
Bye.
Here, we'll do this live. We'll do this live. Let's go to the trending page right now of Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, Apex.
Trump impeachment. Okay.
Yeah.
One Hit Wonder Day. All right, nothing about gaming, huh? The White House. All right, it's all politics.
Gross.
Oh, Mario Kart. Mario Kart is down at 23 on trending.
Yeah.
It's National Comic Book Day. You
Today
nerds?
is?
Apparently. Or at least that's what Twitter's telling me.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite comic book?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine would be...
National Comic Book Day.
Like, a big thing for me is I've always loved Batman. I really like all the Frank Miller Batmans.
Yeah.
The really dark ones. I really like Watchmen. That was like one of my favorites for a long time. Yeah, I would have to say that. And then, you know, as far as like the manga stuff goes, I always really liked when I was younger, I always liked Dragon Ball a lot.
Do you actually like own comic books? Because that's one of those things where like I'll read up on them and everything. I don't own comic books. Like I own one graphic novel and that's it.
Okay, yeah. I had a ton at one point. I have no idea where they're at. I think they're in storage somewhere.
Somewhere on some island.
Yeah, that or I don't even know. Like, I remember having like a ton of them. Because when the new 52 came out, I got really obsessed.
Yeah.
So I was getting like everything from the Court of Owls and the Batman and Robin and Batman and like all of those. And I was reading through them and they were really good. And then I was even picking up like some of the other characters that I didn't really ever read that much. Like Superman, I was never a big Superman fan.
Yeah, I gotta say same.
I really liked what they did with the new 52 version. It made him seem more like he had something to lose.
I liked Bizarro more than I liked Superman.
Yeah.
Because he was just a fucking moron and I loved it.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I have no idea where they are. I used to. Not no more.
You know what's funny? There's really not too much, or at least on please just say Twitter. It's not that much on Twitter. A lot of it is the fucking link thing for Overwatch just blew up recently.
Oh,
the thing that I showed you like a week ago,
yeah.
It finally blew up in like the world.
Oh really?
Yeah, people are like, oh, look at this, and I'm like, I saw that a week ago, you plebs.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love it. I think that's a real. Whoever did that, the animator for that, really well done. I mean, it looks awesome.
Yeah, no, it's insanely good.
I'm always so impressed with fan art and like fan concepts and stuff. Like, did you ever see the one You've Met a Terrible Fate, the Legend of Zelda one?
I think you've shown me
a CGI one. It was really cool. Like, there's so much stuff that I see that people do, and I'm just like, that's really impressive. That's so cool.
And then it makes me think about myself and going like, oh, I don't have skills.
Yeah, yeah.
My only skill is to be semi-funny.
Yeah, yeah, like mediocrely. Like, same for me,
exactly.
You know? Like, that's usually what I do.
That's what I put on all social media. I'm like, mediocre at comedy. Like, don't expect too much from me. It's like, but if you want a light chuckle, come.
It's a work in progress, you know? And we are trying and learning.
The number one trend for entertainment is that Barbie dolls, the Mattel Barbie dolls, they have gender neutral dolls now.
Oh, cool.
That's like the top one, and then the rest is like sports and celebrities.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure there's a ton of people angry writing weird comments about it. which
Ooh,
no one should be.
Fortnite's next season will include bots. Let's read that.
Will include bots?
Yeah, so apparently there's skill-based matchmaking bots.
Why would they need that? Is the number of players going down?
Maybe? I don't know.
That seems to be the only reason that you would include bots, so that you would have active users.
Okay, it says in the next season we are adding bots to Fortnite. They will behave similarly to normal players. Will help provide a better path for players. What? I don't know, I thought you said something.
Oh, so basically, like, they're saying, like, if you're a low level, they'll put low-level bots in there with you so you can grow.
To grow, yeah.
That's actually kind of sweet.
For me.
Yeah.
That would be great for me.
I mean, that's nice. For sure.
You know what you've done, though, right? By doing that? You
What?
have ruined a niche market of those Fortnite tutors.
Yes.
That people have.
Yeah. Wow, I forgot all about
do people
that.
still do that?
The coaches? I don't know.
Because that was a big thing when the game first came out. It's like, oh, your 9-year-old isn't good enough at Fortnite. We'll hire this teenager for like $1,000 to teach my kid how to do Fortnite. And I guess I kind of understood when it first came out because everybody wanted to like get big on it.
Yeah.
God, I don't feel like if you're still paying a Fortnite coach, stop. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying that the game is dying because it's still very strong in its audience, but the game's not that relevant anymore that you should be paying somebody thousands of dollars to teach your kid how to Fortnite.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. Like, it's such a weird concept. Like, how... I don't know. It's just so strange to me. It's one of those things where it's like, I guess this is what I'm trying to say. I am always really happy, like, with a game and, like, that you get to learn and grow with.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's the joy of gaming for me. Like, I love being absolute trash in the beginning, and then being middle tier trash at the end. You know, like, not improving much,
and being
but trying my
slightly
best.
better after 2 years.
Exactly. After like 9 years of playing it, I'm like, wow, I finally won a game. Like, but I think that's an important thing to learn and grow with. Like, why would you take that experience out of it? I get people want to be good because with Fortnite they have competitions where like a 16-year-old won like what was it, like 6 million in one tournament.
It was either, I think it was maybe 3 million.
Yeah, three.
Let me see.
But
Let's see how much it is.
I mean, I get that want, because people obviously see that and they're like, wow, I could have a much easier time if I had that kind of money. Wow, and I like the game. Maybe I could just hire someone, but you know, and then I also have to wonder, like, is that really any different than like learning yourself or having friends talk to you about it? It might
be just as a friend, like teaching you.
Yeah.
But the person's getting paid straight out, so like their whole thing is like, you better start getting good or else your mom won't pay.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, it says here that the champion of the solo event and the winning duo team will win $3 million, and every qualified competitor will go home with at least $50,000.
Wow.
That is a good amount of money.
That is really good money.
Imagine just going in, like what you do every year is you go to the Fortnite tournament, you get your 50. That's a minimum wage job right there. You don't have to like do work.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I take back all of my statements. I'm gonna call someone right now.
You're like, I'm gonna be the next Fortnite kid.
Yeah, exactly. But this
is like you and a bunch of 13-year-olds and you're like punching them, going, yeah.
How'd you win? I took out somebody's knees. You guys are playing video games, right? Not competitively enough.
I wonder if there would ever be a Splatoon, like...
There is.
Championship.
There is. Nintendo holds one every year, yeah.
Do you...
Huh?
Do it. Go do it.
I would love to. I need to get a lot better. Like, a heck of a lot better. I really suffer in, my mobility skills while I'm like shooting, and that's something like I was noticing. I would like be really fast moving when we're going places or like throwing bombs or doing all this stuff. The second that I was close to getting like what I knew would be like ending like the other person for a second, so they'd go back to spawn, I would be really fast and moving while I was getting them, and then the last few shots, I would stay dead center and stare at them for like a second, way too long, and that's when someone else would get me.
Probably because you're concentrating on actual shooting than anything else.
Yeah, and I noticed when I'm actually like more focused on other things, not only do I get more kills when I'm not trying to get them, but I also just feel like I play a lot better when I'm not like super focused on it. And that's like the huge difference between Turf War and Ranked. In Ranked, you're trying to get those shots off on people for sure, because like you need them to go down, or else they'll have more time on like the payload or on like the spots on the map you're trying to control, like checkpoints and stuff. Which is really cool. Have you ever played the Ranked?
A couple times, but not because I realized immediately I was not good enough for it.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I went into it, you know, I'm fine playing like a regular game.
Yeah, I totally, I get that too. Like, it's one of those things that, like, if you really enjoy it, then yeah, do it for sure. Or like, you really, I don't know how to phrase that, actually. Like,
I just don't think my skill is there for Ranked.
Okay. It's something easy. I mean, if you want to play rounds off stream sometime, we could for sure. I'm still not very good either, but, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm getting to the point where I think I'm at B+ for my ranks. So I'm trying to get to, I want to be at S. If I got to S, I'd feel really good. A, apparently,
dude, I'm going to take your
B's
down to D's.
Sick.
Yeah, no, Splatoon is fun, and we should play it. Dead by Daylight on Switch. We should play it. There's a lot of games we should play, including Minecraft.
Yes, that has been requested for a while. I need to.
Yeah, from me. I'm like, dude.
You, hello there, and a few other people have asked me to play it. I still have not.
Well, here's the thing. I said it to you, and then hello, like, later that day, I was like, you want to play, like, Minecraft or something on stream? And I'm just like, the people want it, Bob.
They do.
You have to let it happen.
They do, and we need to, so we'll do that for sure, too. For sure. You know what's really weird to me, though?
I've been saying this for weeks.
Yeah, I have. It's, who knows?
I'll kill him.
She will. Please send help.
Or just download Minecraft, and nobody needs help. You'll live a healthy life.
I have it already.
You'll live a healthy life for a hamster.
Yeah. That was all.
Solid 4 years.
Cool. That's all I need. This is really weird. Video game revenue in 2018 reached a peak of $43.8 billion. That's up 18% from the previous year.
Where's my cut?
This surpasses the global projection of total box office sales for the film industry. The total sales for the box office industry is 4,000, wow, I cannot read. 41.7 billion.
Okay.
Video games are bigger than movies. And what else is weird too is Netflix says that their main competitor is Fortnite, not HBO, not Hulu. They said when
Netflix's competitor is Fortnite.
They say that their thing that they are most worried about when they're competing is not these other streaming platforms, but things like Fortnite and YouTube.
That's like, hold on, but that's like saying, I'm very confused by that statement, because that, oh my god, you know, our Toshiba laptops, our biggest competitor is Fortnite right now. People are spending all their money on Fortnite and not enough on this Toshiba laptop.
Well, I think the weirdest thing about that is he says literally when there was like some sort of like breakdown with YouTube when it went down globally for just a few minutes, Netflix saw a spike and it was their highest viewing that they had in a while. They say that they're more worried about the ways other people want to spend their off time.
Okay.
Because when people are on Fortnite or YouTube, they're spending their hours there and not binge watching Netflix.
Well, I can see YouTube being an issue.
Yeah.
It's just so weird that they're going after a game and saying that's our competitor. It's like, but you don't. That's not your specialty.
Well, they're saying it's more
like,
of a threat to their business than anything else.
No, I get it. And, like, whole heart is weird to like. It's like Fortnite is what's hurting us, and it's like kids for the most part aren't going to want to watch your Netflix original.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's what it usually is. It's just kids watching or kids playing Fortnite. Well, I would say the biggest thing for Netflix might be Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then you have kids watching people play Fortnite and not so much kids.
Well, I think this is the interesting thing. It's not just kids. I mean,
that is true, but I mean, when I think
market.
Fortnite, I just think of like 9-year-olds.
I think what Netflix is really saying there, and what I believe they're actually saying, is it's not that Fortnite is taking their business. It's that other people have normalized this gaming thing. Because, like, I don't know if you grew up in this, but when I was a kid, playing video games was like, oh, that's for children, you know. That's a child's thing. And as I've gotten older, and all of us in this sort of generation have gotten older, and we're still playing games, I mean, I know some people say things like, oh, you're an adult, what are you doing playing still, you know, or things like that.
Well, maybe your generation, because you're ancient, but yeah.
I'm 2 years older than you.
That's what I tell you all the time. I thought we were just going with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I fully understand that, because about the time I started high school, I, for the most part, kind of quit. Actually, no, I would even say younger. Maybe the middle of middle school, I would say I just stopped playing video games altogether, because it was that idea of like, well, I don't want to be a kid anymore, blah, blah, whatever. And then it wasn't until I got into high school that, which game was it? It was Pokemon Black and White came out. And I was like, I really want to play that though. Like I saw something about it and I was like, hey mom, can I get a Nintendo? And she was just like, yeah, sure. What the fuck was that? But she was just like, yeah, sure, no, you can have one. And she got it for me. I don't even remember what the stipulation was, but it was like I was a good kid, so I got the Nintendo DS. And I started playing it and I fell in love with that game. And then, you know, after that, high school into college, me and Tori really got into Black Ops 2. And that just became our thing. And I would say college is when I went fully back into gaming, because I was like, I don't care. It's like the kids aren't playing this anymore. This is like something that all ages do.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the majority of titles coming out, almost all of them are 18 plus. I mean, it's rare. It's a lot more like, I mean, I would say with Nintendo and everything, it's more normalized again. But like for a lot of these titles, they're mature, story-driven titles about some pretty adult themes, you know? And it's always interesting to me. I mean, I would say my story's pretty similar to that. Like, I still played all throughout high school, Nintendo stuff, and then it wasn't that I ever quit. It was really long periods in between for me because of music and stuff like that. So I was like playing music for a while, and so that was like a huge focus for me. But like I would keep jumping back into it. I think like when I was working at Guitar Center, I remember coming home and I would play the BioShock games and Batman Arkham Knight, or Arkham Asylum. It was the first one, Arkham Asylum, because I thought that was sweet.
Dude, I love that game.
And that was back when I had a 360 because someone at work needed cash and I bought it off of them. And then and I still had all my Nintendo stuff, and I would jump on and play that here and there. But like for the most part, yeah, it was just like spurts. And then I remember one time for, I believe it was my birthday, my wife bought me a 3DS XL, new 3DS XL, with Super Mario World, or Super Mario 3D Land, and Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Yep.
And that was one of those situations where I was immediately hooked again. Like, whereas, like, I love this so much. And it really kind of got me back into it because I think that was right around the time when I had just, like, wasn't playing anymore. The band split up. And I got back into it and I was like, oh my god, I've missed this. Because it probably been a two years gap between the whole music thing and that. So that kind of brought me back into it. And then I was like, yeah, I can't leave this again. This is great.
Yeah, but like you said, for the longest time there really was that like stigma of like, if you're playing games, you're a kid.
Yeah, or that it was a waste of time. Like,
yeah.
And I mean, everything's pretty much a waste of time. Like, you know, I would say the same thing for the, you know, the people who sit around, they watch, like, The Bachelor religiously for, like, you know, they'll binge the entire thing on Netflix, you know, like...
Coke off a stripper's ass. It's like, it's going to destroy you no matter what.
Yeah, and I think, and not to say those habits are bad, because if that's what you love to do when you get off work, it's a long day, and you just want to binge some Stranger Things, dude, do it. But, you know, I think it's, I don't think it's, like, should be viewed as, like, oh, what are you doing? That's, you know, ridiculous. I think it should be viewed as, that's your thing. That's your hobby. That's what you like to do. Because I'll tell you right now, people always ask me about movies and shows. I have not seen a television show in a while. I think the last movie I saw was It Part 2. And that was the first time I'd seen a movie in, like, a year. Like, actually going to a movie. I will
say, the only show that I actually watch, and it's funny because you say the thing about Netflix, the only show that I actually watch is, on Netflix, there's a show called The Ring with Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
I love that show. Like, that show is fucking hilarious to me. I mean, I will say it's less hilarious now because it just kind of got depressing, but it's still a great show.
Yeah.
I just love it how the show is like, oh yeah, we're haha funny, haha government, haha, you know, we're ranchers and we love ranch. And then it's like, my wife left me.
Yeah.
And then it's like, ha ha ha, we're ranchers. My brother died.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. And I'm like, oh my god, this show.
I mean, there's got to be that, right? Because, like, comedy without tragedy
isn't. It's dark, though. It goes real dark.
Yeah. I mean, I think there has to be a layer of tragedy, like, now, you know, for shows. Because, like, the whole, oh, wow, he's a dopey boy, and he hit his head on the wall, doesn't really have that same hit anymore. I mean, it can, you know. But, like, I think at the same time, like, a lot of these shows are getting so much more darker as far as, like, comedy shows. Because, like, I remember watching, like, Always Sunny, for example. And some of that humor gets really dark, you know, and that's really funny. But I see a lot more, like, I see this shift a little bit for some of these shows. Like, Funny, or what was it? Is that what it's called? No, it wasn't called Funny. Kidding, with Jim Carrey. I watched that not that long. So, you know what? I'm lying, because I have seen some shows. That plus the anime that I watch, like, one show, or one episode usually, before I go to bed. But, like, I watched Kidding, and I really liked it. And that show is hysterical, but it is super dark. Like, there are some points where you go, what? Really? Like...
I remember hearing about that show. I never looked into it. Is it on Netflix or
Hulu?
Hulu. Got it.
Yeah.
I have Hulu too, though, so it works.
Yeah. Well, if you have Spotify.
I have Spotify.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just gonna say it. But yeah, dude, I don't know. It's interesting. For sure.
Yeah. Hey, listen. But it's like you said. It's whatever you like. Exactly. And you know what? We're also getting into this day and age where I feel like, and here's the thing, I don't know much about kids. I don't know kids. I don't have kids.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to get the feeling that we might be in a world now where if you don't do something nerdy, like if you don't do video games or comic books or something, you're kind of an outcast, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting like a full switch of like, nerdy used to be lame, but like nerdy is now cool.
Yeah.
So like, you know, to any child out there, guess what? If you don't like video games, you don't like video games. Fucking go read your books or whatever you like.
Yeah.
It's like, do whatever makes you happy. Don't let anybody tell you that what makes you happy is a waste of your time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, do what you like.
I think that's a better point to the whole thing, because I don't want to sound like so negative about it, but I think the biggest thing is that let people love the things they love, and don't make people feel dumb about the things that they enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you enjoy something and it's hurting no one, and you're still taking care of things, like your responsibilities, and you're, you know, doing stuff, don't feel bad about anything, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And I fully agree.
I think that's just an important thing. I think we're getting to this point where the younger generation definitely believes that. I think we still have some in the other generation above that is still in that mindset, but you know, that kind of works itself out over time.
Yeah,
which sounds really bad.
They start leaving after a while.
Yeah.
They go to that doggy heaven.
They do. I hate saying it like that, but I mean it's kind of the truth. You know, like once that old mindset sort of fades out, then you have this new sort of view of the generation before that sort of takes over, and then that becomes the norm.
Yeah.
You know.
And from what I am seeing, everything will be okay.
Oh yeah. In time.
Just give it time.
Just give it time.
What is it? Like, give it like what, 25 years?
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It'll be good, guys. It'll be good. This has been a weird tangent we've gone on that I started. I'm sorry.
You should apologize.
I should. That sounds about right. I feel like that's probably fair.
Alrighty, anything else you want to cover, or?
You know, no, I think that's pretty solid, dude. I think we've gotten a lot out. We've aired a lot of grievances. We've talked. We've grown
done
stronger. Good. Yeah. I think it's good. I think it's a good one. Awesome.
Alright. Well then, we should be outsies.
Yeah. You want to do the outro thing?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Just you and me now. We don't look at him. Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sticking around. If you liked what you saw, you can like the video. And if you didn't like it, you can dislike the video. Who cares? Fucking likes don't do anything. Fucking everybody dislike the video. How about that? We're gonna just do dislikes this time. Okay, everybody go ahead and dislike it. Go ahead and subscribe. We love you.
Or unsubscribe.
No, don't do that. We have goals. We have that ASMR goal for you. Don't think we forgot.
I did.
You're like, oh, I forgot about that entirely.
Exactly.
But go ahead and subscribe. I am Sara Digi, and this is my Bobby Boy. Where can people find you, Bobby Boy?
They can find me over at twitch.tv/CaptainBobDude. And then at Captain Bob Dude on the other places that are pretty much the same thing. Because it's social media.
He's changing his name to Captain Bob Dude. First name Captain, middle name Bob, last name Dude.
Pretty much.
It'll just make it easier to find Dude, to be honest.
It really will. That's the goal at the end. I will become a cartoon character. And
oh my god. I think we could do that, though, to be honest.
No, yeah.
Alright. Well, thank you for joining us, guys.
Sarah, where can they find you?
Sara Digi. Or Instagram. Sara DGT and then V. Because some asshole has Sara Digi.
That's true.
And I will not stand for this anymore. I actually tried to go to Twitter at one point. I know we're stopping the fucking thing, but a quick side note. I went to Twitter one time because somebody told me, they were like, yeah, if the account has been inactive for like since Twitter started, they said that there is a way that you could go in and like ask for the name. And I went in and I was like, this person has 2 followers, hasn't been active since like 2008. And I was like, can I have this account? And they're like, well, are you trademarked? And I was like, no. And they're like, So I'm like, do I really have to get trademarked to get the fucking name?
I think so. Alright guys, new goals, just so you know, if you want to help Sarah trademark her name, we will be doing a GoFundMe so that we can trademark Sara Digi. And then I'm gonna change my name to Sarah, and then grab that Twitter account.
You stop this. You stop this bullshit.
You know, it'd be amazing. What if I went like online right now and registered SaraDigi.com, and then I just put a bunch of stuff up about
and
me.
I would strangle you, and then I would log into your computer and grab the name.
I love it. That's amazing.
Alrighty. Well, like we said before, we love you. Thank you for joining us.
Love you guys so much. Have a great rest of the night. I will see night. Who knows what I'm doing? Bye, guys.
It's usually night.
It usually is. That's true. All right. Bye, guys.